Good morning all. Today we are going to discuss about what are the different modules are present as part of the Spark. So Spark, as you know, is called as unified platform. What do you mean by unified platform? Under a single umbrella, there are different modules are present so that we can process any kind of task. We can work with any kind of data. Initially, in the traditional mechanism, what happens? For example, I want to work with batch data processing. Then happily, I can work by taking the help of one of the component of Hadoop that is called MapReduce, MR. But if I have to go for streaming data processing, live data processing, then that is not possible by using the MapReduce. For that, I have to rely on one of the third-party tools that is called Kafka. So by using Apache Kafka, I can work with the streaming data processing. But while coming to Spark, I no need to depend upon any other third-party tool because Spark having its own different module by using which I can work with different data processing. For example, I want to go for batch data processing. Happily, I can go and use the SQL module. If I have to go for real streaming data processing, then happily I can go ahead and use Spark streaming module. Okay, different tasks I can do by using the Spark unified platform itself. Now you can see different modules are present. There is Spark Core module, Spark SQL module, Spark Streaming module, Spark ML module, Machine Learning Library module, and all. Okay, and we can depth tech. We can run either standalone cluster, we can YARN cluster. Again, YARN having two different clusters that we will learn in the next upcoming classes, either client mode or cluster mode and all. Then we have got Nessus mode. Now you can see Spark Core module. Spark Core modules provides built-in functionality. It delivers speed by providing in-memory computation capability. It is the foundation of parallel and distributed processing of huge data. The key features are, it is in charge of essential I/O functionality. I/O means input-output functionality. Task scheduling, memory management, fault recovery, interacting with the storage system, etc. Spark Core provides different types of API defined as RDD, resilient distributed dataset. Note, we have separate discussion regarding RDD. Please wait. Okay, so in the next upcoming classes, I will discuss about RDD and all in depth. Okay, now coming to Spark SQL module. Spark SQL module is used to process structured data by using SQL and Hive, structured query language and SQL, Hive query language and all. So it supports many sources of data, either Hive table, Parquet, JSON, Oracle and all, MySQL and all, any arguments database and all. Similarly, coming to Spark Streaming module. Spark Streaming module enables processing of live streaming of data. In Spark, live streaming are converted into micro batches which are executed on top of the Spark code. Now Spark ML module. Spark comes with a library containing common machine learning ML functionality called ML module. ML provides multiple types of machine learning algorithms like classification, regression, clustering and so on. Now GraphX module. GraphX is a library for manipulating graphs and performing graph parallel computation. Example, a social network frame graph. Okay, Spark Streaming internally uses Spark RDD concept only. The Spark R module. It is R package that gives lightweight front-end to use Apache Spark from R. It allows data scientists to analyze large sets and interactively run jobs. Now cluster manager. To run application in cluster, Spark requires a cluster manager. Spark can run over a different type of cluster manager, including either Hadoop YARN cluster or standalone cluster and all. When we run on YARN, Spark application processes are managed by the YARN resource manager and node manager. Now coming to standalone mode. When we run on the Spark standalone mode, Spark application processes are managed by Spark master and worker nodes. Now what are the different storage layers for Spark? Spark is only for data processing, guys. As I told you, Hadoop solve two different problems. One is storage layer, another one is processing part. Coming to storage layer, it provides a beautiful platform that is called HDFS, Hadoop Distributed File System. Now coming to processing part, it provides another beautiful processing engine that is called MapReduce, MR. There is no problem with HDFS. Still, we are relying on HDFS and we use HDFS as storage layer while working on Spark also. But while coming to processing part, there are a lot of disadvantages of MapReduce. Thus, we are overcoming by using the Spark. The Spark is only for data processing, not for storage layer. There is no one or separate storage system for Spark. So after data processing, Spark can store the data based on provided system. It can be either HDFS or local file system, maybe Amazon S3, maybe NoSQL database called Cassandra, or Hive, that is data warehouse, or HBase, or Oracle, MySQL, whatever it may be. Clear. Now, execution model. Spark application involves runtime concepts such as driver, executor, task, job, stages, and all. We need to understand each of those concepts. Now try to understand what are those meaning. Okay, what is the term and meaning? Spark terminology. Application. It is the program consists of a driver program and executor on the cluster. Now what is driver program? The process running the main functionality of the application and creating the Spark context, which is the heart of the Spark program icons. Now what is cluster manager? An external service for acquiring resource on the cluster. Example, standalone manager, YARN, resource manager, Mesos and all. That is called cluster manager. Deployment mode, how we are deploying the Spark application. Spark, about where the driver process run. In the cluster mode, what happens? The framework launches the driver inside the cluster. But in case of client mode deployment, submitter launches the driver outside of the cluster. That is, along with the edge node or the client node. Now, what's about a worker node? A computer which is functioning properly. Any computer that can run application code in the cluster, it may be either data node or slave node and all. These are the different name of the data node or slave. Now, what's about the executor? A process launched on worker node for processing. Executor runs tasks, store data in memory or disk. Now, what is a unit for work that will be sent to one executor? Now, job collection of tasks. Now, stages. Each job gets divided into smaller set of tasks called stages. Now, DAG full form is direct acyclic graph. Okay, direct cyclic graph and all. Now, you can see the job split into different stages. One stage is split into different tasks. You can see the job. A stage is a collection of tasks. You can see job, then stage, then task. A stage is a collection of different tasks. A job is a collection of different stages and all. A stage can contain several stages. Yeah, definitely you can see one stage, you can see several stages. Okay, Spark follows master worker or master slave architecture. There is a driver that talks to a single coordinator called master that manages workers in which execute work. Master daemon also called as a master process. Worker daemon is also called as slave process. Spark cluster has a single master and any number of slave or worker. Now, we can run them all on the time, horizontal cluster or separate machines, vertical cluster. Driver program. Spark context, cluster manager, worker node, executor task, cache, executor node and all. You can see. Okay. A runtime Spark application map to a single driver program, process and a set of executor process that distributed in cluster. Every Spark application contains driver program. The main purpose of driver program is to launch various parallel operations on a cluster. The driver program contains our application main functionality. It manages the job flow and schedules the task. It defines distributed dataset on the cluster. It runs operation on distributed dataset. To run operation, driver program manages number of nodes called executor. The driver program communicates to cluster by using the Spark context. You can see the executor how it's called. Spark executor. That is Spark driver. Okay, it assigns the task. Once completed successfully giving a response to the Spark driver program, then it will come and display the output that it would and all. Okay, now executors are responsible for performing work in the form of task. In data, actually, each of the of Spark executor. It's clear. Any doubt so far? Any doubt so far? That's all about the Spark terminology and different module. We are giving the introduction. In the next instances, after launch, what is the core concept of RDDMO? We'll see in depth. Okay. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Bye.